चरना गजानना
गजवदना शुभानना
गजवदना शुभानना
गजवदना शुभानना
वदना शुभानना
मंगलचरणा गजानना जगदुधारिणी मां, जय जय अम्बे मां।
जगदुधारिणी मां, जय जय अम्बे मां।
जगदुधारिणी मां, जय जय
देवी शारद मां, देवी सरस्वती मां।
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 दुर्गा भवानी मां, कालिका पावनी मां।
दुर्गा भवानी मां, कालिका पारनी मां।
दुर्गा भवानी मां, कालिका पावनी मां।
दुर्गा भवानी मां, कालिका पारनी मां।
जगदुधारिणी मां, जय जय अम्बे 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 मां।
देवी शारद मां, देवी सरस्वती 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 मां। देवी शारद मां, देवी सरस्वती मां। चीर की छाती बोले अपने पवन पुत्र हनुमान। वो बोलो पवन पुत्र हनुमान। मेरे मन में बसे हैं राम, मेरे तन में बसे हैं राम, मेरे मन में बसे हैं राम।
मेरे तन में बसे हैं राम।
चीर की छाती बोले अपने पवन पुत्र हनुमान। ओ बोलो पवन पुत्र हनुमान। मेरे मन में बसे हैं राम, मेरे तन में बसे हैं राम। सीता हरण किया रावण ने, प्रभु जी ते अकुलाए। हनुमान ने सीता जी को प्रभु संदेश सुनाए। सीता हरण किया रावण ने, हनुमान जी करते आए, हनुमान जी प्रभु जी ते गुणगान। ओ बोलो पवन पुत्र हनुमान। मेरे मन में बसे हैं राम, मेरे तन में बसे हैं राम। लगी लक्ष्मण जी को शक्ति देख प्रभु घबराए। भोर से पहले हनुमान जी दौला गिर ले आए। लगी लक्ष्मण जी को शक्ति उत भयते लक्ष्मण जी लेकर, उत भयते लक्ष्मण जी लेकर श्री राम का नाम। ओ बोलो पवन पुत्र हनुमान। मेरे मन में बसे हैं राम, मेरे तन में बसे हैं राम। वानर सेना देख के रावण की सेना घबराए। पलक झपकते हनुमान ने लंका में आग लगाए। वानर सेना देख के रावण की सेना बोले प्रभु के साथ मिटा कर, बोले प्रभु के रावण का अभिमान। ओ बोलो पवन पुत्र हनुमान। मेरे मन में बसे हैं राम, मेरे तन में बसे हैं राम। चीर की छाती बोले अपने, चीर की छाती पवन पुत्र हनुमान। ओ बोलो पवन पुत्र हनुमान। मेरे मन में बसे राम, मेरे तन में बसे राम। मेरे मन में बसे राम, मेरे तन में बसे राम। मेरे मन में बसे राम, मेरे तन में बसे राम। मेरे मन में बसे राम, मेरे तन में बसे राम।
ओ मुझे हो कहानी जिसमें राजा न हो रानी। माँ सुनाओ मुझे वो कहानी जिसमें राजा न हो रानी। हमारे तुम्हारे कथा हो, जो सभी के हृदय की व्रता हो। जो हमारे तुम्हारे कथा हो, जो सभी के हृदय की व्रता हो। गंधे जिसमें बनी हो दरा की, बात जिसमें न हो अप्सरा की। हो न परिया जहाँ आसमानी। माँ सुनाओ मुझे वो कहानी जिसमें राजा न हो रानी। माँ सुनाओ मुझे वो कहानी जिसमें राजा न हो रानी। कहानी जो हंसना सिखाए, पेट की भूख को जो बुला रे। वो कहानी जो हंसना सिखाए, पेट की भूख को जो बुला रे। जिसमें सच की बरारी चांदनी हो, जिस उम्मीद की रोशनी हो। जिसमें ना हो कहानी पुरानी। माँ सुनाओ मुझे वो कहानी जिसमें राजा न हो रानी। माँ सुनाओ मुझे वो कहानी जिसमें राजा न हो रानी। जिसमें राजा न हो रानी।
जिसमें राजा न हो रानी। जय 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 गणपति देवा जय 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 गणपति देवा
जय 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 गणपति देवा
गजानना हे गजानना
गजानना हे गजानना
गजानना हे गजानना
गजानना हे गजानना
गजानना हे गणपति देवा
गजानना हे गणपति देवा
गजानना गणपति देवा
गजानना हे गणपति देवा
जय 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 गणपति देवा
जय 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 गणपति देवा
माता पार्वती पिता महादेवा
माता पार्वती पिता महादेवा
माता पार्वती पिता महादेवा
माता पार्वती पिता महादेवा
गजानना हे गणपति देवा
गजानना हे गणपति देवा
गजानना हे गणपति देवा
हे गणपति देवा
जय 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 गणपति देवा
गजानना हे गजानना
गजानना हे गजानना
गजानना हे गजानना
गजानना हे गजानना
गजानना हे गणपति देवा
गजानना हे गणपति देवा
गजानना हे गणपति देवा
गजानना हे गणपति देवा
जय 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 गणपति देवा
जय 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 गणपति देवा
गजानना हे गजानना
गजानना हे गजानना
गजानना हे गजानना
गजानना हे गजानना
गजानना हे गणपति देवा
गजानना हे गणपति देवा
गजानना हे गणपति देवा
गजानना हे गणपति देवा
जय 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 गणपति देवा
जय 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 गणपति देवा
माता पार्वती पिता महादेवा
माता पार्वती पिता महादेवा
माता पार्वती पिता महादेवा
माता पार्वती पिता महादेवा
गजानना हे गणपति देवा
गजानना हे गणपति देवा
गजानना हे गणपति देवा
गजानना हे गणपति देवा
जय 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 गणपति देवा
जय 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 गणपति देवा
जय 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 गणपति देवा जय 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 गणपति देवा
गणपति देवा
गणपति देवा
गणपति देवा गणपति देवा। छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल, छोटी छोटी गैया छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल, छोटो सुमेरो मदन गोपाल, छोटो सुमेरो मदन गोपाल, छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल, छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल, छोटो सुमेरो मदन गोपाल, छोटो सुमेरो मदन गोपाल। आगे आगे गैया पीछे पीछे ग्वाल, आगे आगे गैया पीछे पीछे ग्वाल, बीच में मेरो मदन गोपाल, बीच में मेरो मदन गोपाल, मदन गोपाल। छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल, छोटो सुमेरो मदन गोपाल, काले काले गैया गोरे गोरे ग्वाल, काले काले गैया गोरे गोरे ग्वाल, श्याम बरन मेरो मदन गोपाल, श्याम बरन मेरो मदन गोपाल, छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल, छोटो सुमेरो मदन गोपाल, छोटी छोटी लाकुती छोटे छोटे हाथ, छोटी छोटी लाकुती छोटे छोटे हाथ, बंसी बजावे मेरो मदन गोपाल, बंसी बजावे मेरो मदन गोपाल, छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे हाथ, छोटो सुमेरो मदन गोपाल, छोटी छोटी सखिया मधुबन बाल, छोटी छोटी सखिया मधुबन बाल रास रचावे मेरो मदन गोपाल रास रचावे मेरो मदन गोपाल छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे हाथ छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे हाथ छोटो सो मेरो मदन गोपाल छोटो सो मेरो मदन गोपाल छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल छोटो सो मेरो मदन गोपाल छोटो सो मेरो मदन गोपाल छोटो सो मेरो मदन गोपाल
गणेश शरणं शरणं गणेशा
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 श्री दुर्गा शरणं शरणं श्री दुर्गा
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 श्री शिव शरणं शरणं श्री शिवा
श्री दुर्गा शरणं शरणं श्री शिवा
श्री शिव शरणं शरणं श्री शिवा
श्री शिव शरणं शरणं श्री शिवा
श्री शिव शरणं शरणं
श्री शिव शरणं शरणं श्री शिवा
श्री शिव शरणं शरणं श्री शिवा
श्री शिव शरणं शरणं श्री शिवा
गणेश शरणं शरणं गणेशा
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 गणेश शरणं
गणेश शरणं शरणं गणेशा
श्री दुर्गा शरणं शरणं श्री दुर्गा
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 श्री श्री दुर्गा शरणं शरणं श्री दुर्गा
श्री शिव शरणं शरणं श्री शिवा
श्री शिव शरणं शरणं श्री
शरणं शरणं श्री शिवा
शरणं शरणं श्री शिवा
श्री शरणं श्री शिवा
श्री शिव शरणं शरणं श्री शिवा
श्री शिव शरणं शरणं श्री शिवा
श्री शिव शरणं शरणं श्री शिवा
गणेश शरणं शरणं गणेश
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 शरणं गणेश
शरणं
शरणं गणेश
शरणं गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा मात जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा
जय गणेश देवा माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा
जय गणेश देवा मात जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा
जय गणेश देवा माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा
मधुवन के भोग लगे संत कर सेवा मधुवन के भोग लगे संत कर सेवा
मधुवन का भोग लगे संत कर सेवा
जय गणेश देवा
जय गणेश देवा
जय गणेश देवा
जय गणेश देवा
जय गणेश देवा माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा
जय गणेश देवा माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा
एक दंत दयावंत चार भुजाधारी
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 माते सुन तू सिंदूर सोहे मूस की सवारी
माथे सिंदूर सोहे मूस की सवारी
माथे सिंदूर सोहे मूस की सवारी
माथे सिंदूर सोहे मूस की सवारी
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा
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 जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा
अंधन को आकरेत निर्धन को काया
आंदन को आग देत कुर्दन को काया
अंधन को आकरेत निर्धन को काया
आंदन को आग देत कुर्दन को काया
भाजन को पुत्र देत निर्धन को माया
भांजन को पुत्र देत निर्धन को माया
भाजन को पुत्र देत निर्धन को माया
भांजन को पुत्र देत निर्धन को माया
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा
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 जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा
हार चढ़े फूल चढ़े और चढ़े मेवा
हाल चढ़े फूल चढ़े और चढ़े मेवा
हार चढ़े फूल चढ़े और चढ़े मेवा
हाल चढ़े फूल चढ़े और चढ़े मेवा
सूरदास शरण आयो सुफल करो सेवा
सूर्य शाम शरण आय सफल के जो सेवा
सूरदास शरण आयो सुफल करो सेवा
सूर्यदास शरण आय सफल के जो सेवा
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा
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 जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा
मधुवन के भोग लगे संत कर सेवा
मधुवन को भोग लगे संत कर सेवा
मधुवन के भोग लगे संत कर सेवा।
मधुवन को भोग लगे संत कर सेवा।
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा।
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 जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा। माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा।
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा। माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा।
माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा।
माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा।
माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा। माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा।
वीर हनुमाना अति बलवाना, राम राम रतिया है, हे प्रभु मन बसिया रे। वीर हनुमाना अति बलवाना, राम राम रतिया है, हे प्रभु मन बसिया रे। वीर हनुमाना अति बलवाना, राम राम रतिया है, हे प्रभु मन बसिया रे। सीताराम राधे श्याम जय राधे श्याम। सीताराम जय सीताराम राधे श्याम जय राधे श्याम। सीताराम जय सीताराम राधे श्याम जय राधे श्याम। सीताराम जय सीताराम राधे श्याम जय राधे श्याम। वीर हनुमाना अति बलवाना, राम राम रसिया रे, हे प्रभु मन बसिया रे। वीर हनुमाना अति बलवाना, राम राम रसिया रे, हे प्रभु मन बसिया रे। की जय बोलो हनुमान की। राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की। राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की। राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की। वीर हनुमाना अति बलवाना, राम राम रसिया रे, हे प्रभु मन बसिया रे। वीर हनुमाना अति बलवाना, राम राम रसिया रे, प्रभु मन बसिया रे। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। 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 वीर प्रभु मन बसिया रे।
बोलिए श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय, सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय. So at this time, devotees will be joining with our online congregation as they make offerings to Lord Ganesha. So all of us can join in these offerings as well. In our minds, we can be offering together with our principal. If we have flowers, please take a flower. We clasp our hands, we close our eyes, we bow our heads. We focus our minds at the feet of Lord Ganesh as we do these shlokas of praise and supplication. Hari Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirviganam Kuru Sarvakaryeshu Sarvaram Om Shuklam Bharadharam Devam Shashi Varanam Chaturbhajam Prasanna Varanam Dhyaye Sarva Viganopasantaye Om Ekadanta Shurpakarnam Gajavaktram Chaturbhujam Pasham Kushadharam Devam Dhyaye Siddhi Vinayakam Om Adi Pujyam Ganadhyaksham Umaputram Vinayakam Mangalam Paramam Rupam Shri Ganesham Namamyaham Om Gajananam Bhotaganadi Sevitam Kapit Jambu Palchar Bhakshanam Umasutam Shoka Vinashakaranam Namami Vigneshwar Par Pankajam Om Ganganapataye Namaha Om Ganganapataye Namaha Om Ganganapataye Namaha. Boliye Shri Gajanan Swami ki Jai. Offer a flower. First offer water to Lord Ganesh. Om Narayanam Namaste Astu Narakarnavatarakam Paryam Grihan Devesh Trailokyam Timirapaham Shri Gajanan Swami Argyam Paryam Snanam Samarpayami. Offer Chandan. Om Shri Khanda Chandanang Divyam Gandadhyo Sumanoharam Vilepanam Surushreshtam Chandanang Pratigrihyatam Shri Gajanan Swami Chandanang Samarpayami. We offer a flower. Om Malakadi Sugandheni Malyatadeni Vai Prabhu Maihritani Pujartam Pushpani Prati Grihyatam Shri Gajanan Swami Pushpam Samarpayami. We offer essence. Om Gandham Grihan Devesh Deva Deva Dayanidhi Tvameva Jagatam Natistva Tvameva Jagatam Prabhu. We perform Arti for Lord Ganesh. Om Sajang Chavarti Sanyuktam Vahninayojitam Maya Deepam Grihan Devesh Trailokyam Timirapaham Shri Gajanan Swami Deepam Samarpayami. Boliye Shri Gajanan Swami ke Jai. If you have a Naivedya, you can hold it in your hands at this time. Firstly, passing the water around it 3 times. Om Mandakinyastu Yadvari Sarva Papa Haram Shubham Taridam Kalapitam Devam Samyagya Achmanyatvam Tvaya. We all pray together in our own words to Lord Ganesha as we make this offering. Harihi Om Grit Pakvang Havishyanam Payasham Cha Sharkara Nanavidham Cha Naivedyam Shri Gajanan Swami Naivedyam Samarpayami Tvadyam Bastu Govindam Tubhyameva Samarpreta Grihana Sanmukta Bhuktava Prasida Purushottamam. Boliye Shri Gajanan Swami Ke Jai. Touch the prasad to the murti, into your head. Repeat Shri Krishna Arpanam. All right, you can offer the flower, bay leaf, dhoop grass if you have in the prasad to Lord Ganesh. Om Ekadantaya Vidmahe Vakratundaya Dhimahi Tanno Dante Prachodayat. Offer water to Lord Ganesh. Om Sarva Papa Haram Devam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Chamaya Dattam Grihana Parameshwaram. Shri Gajanan Swami Achmanyam Samarpayami. If you have a dakshina that you'd like to offer, you can offer it at this time. Om Nakpala Supala Maulavi Vanditangre Yugala Prabhu Hari Dakshinang Prade Shri Gajanan Swami Danam Dakshinai Samarpayami. Boli Shri Gajanan Swami Ke Jai. So whilst we prepare for our mantra jap havan, we join our voices together in singing beautiful and humble praises to the feet of Gajanan Swami. Vigneshwara Gananath Gajanan. Vigneshwara, that He is that Lord of obstacles. He is that one who is in control of how one perceives the experiences that come to them in life. Whether we can see them as obstacles, as hindrances, or as challenges, as opportunity to become better in life. Vigneshwara Gananath Gajanan Parvati Nandan Shubhanana. Parvati Nandan Shubhanana. Vigneshwara Gananath Gajanan. Vigneshwara Gananath Gajanan. Parvati Nandan Shubhanana. Parvati Nandan Shubhanana. Vigneshwara Gananath Gajanan. Vigneshwara Gananath Gajanan. Parvati Nandan Shubhanana. Parvati Nandan Shubhanana. Shri Gananatha, Mangal Murari. Shri Gananatha, Shri Gananatha, Jai Gananatha. Shri Gananatha,
Jai Gananatha.
Shri Gananatha, Jai Gananatha. गणनाथा जय गणनाथा सिद्धि विनायक शुभानना सिद्धि विनायक अष्ट विनायक शुभानना
अष्ट विनायक शुभानना
विघ्नेश्वरा गणनाथ गजानन विघ्नेश्वरा
नाथ गजानन
पार्वती नंदन शुभानना
पार्वती नंदन शुभानना
विघ्नेश्वरा गणनाथ गजानन विघ्नेश्वरा
गणनाथ गजानन
पार्वती नंदन शुभानना पार्वती नंदन मंगल मूर्ति श्री गणनाथा मंगल मूर्ति श्री गणनाथा जय गणनाथा
जय गणनाथा
श्री गणनाथा जय गणनाथा श्री गणनाथा
जय गणनाथा
सिद्धि विनायक शुभानना
सिद्धि विनायक शुभानना
अष्ट विनायक शुभानना
अष्ट विनायक शुभानना
विघ्नेश्वरा गणनाथ गजानन विघ्नेश्वरा
नाथ गजानन
पार्वती नंदन शुभानना पार्वती नंदन शुभानना पार्वती नंदन शुभानना बोलिए श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय. So devotees, tonight's devotion is actually being sponsored by my mother-in-law who lives in Baltimore, along with one of my goddaughters also in Baltimore area, Leela. So both of them together have sent donations to sponsor today's service, to acquire all materials and so on. So special blessings to both of them on this occasion, taking that opportunity to engage with us and to join with us in devotion. So at this time, we'll all join in mantra jap havan. So those who haven't lit their fires yet, please light your fire whilst I chant this mantra. Hari Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Dhayuriva Bhumna Prithvi Varimna Tasya Aste Prithvi Devaya Janim Prishti Aganim Anadam Anadayadadhi Boliye Shri Agni Devta Ki Jai. Pass the water around the fire. Om Mandakinyastu Yadavari Sarva Papa Haram Shubham Taridam Kalapitam Devam Sam Yagya Achmanyatvam Tvaya Shri Agni Devta Achmanyam Samarpayami. We now begin making our offerings, so all of you will join in recitation of Swaha very nicely and loudly, so my voice will get a break, right? Om Shri Ganesh Devtabhyo Namaha Om Ganganapataye Namaha Om Ganganapataye Namaha Om Shri Gauri Mataye Namaha Om Shri Shankar Bhagwan Bhyo Namaha Shri Agni Devta Bhyo Namaha Shri Kalash Devta Bhyo Namaha Shri Varun Devta Bhyo Namaha Shri Mahalakshmi Mataye Namaha Shri Mahavishnu Bhagavan Bhyo Namaha Om Namo Narayanay Bhyo Namaha Shri Surya Devta Bhyo Namaha Shri Chandra Devta Bhyo Namaha श्री मंगल देवताभ्यो नमः। श्री बुद्ध देवताभ्यो नमः। श्री बृहस्पति देवताभ्यो नमः। श्री शुक्र देवताभ्यो नमः। श्री शनि देवताभ्यो नमः। श्री राहु देवताभ्यो नमः। श्री केतु देवताभ्यो नमः। श्री प्राणायभ्यो नमः। श्री अपानायभ्यो नमः। श्री समानायभ्यो नमः। श्री इंद्रियायभ्यो नमः। श्री उदानिकायभ्यो नमः। श्री इष्टदेवताभ्यो नमः। श्री कुलदेवताभ्यो नमः। श्री स्थान देवताभ्यो नमः। श्री ग्राम देवताभ्यो नमः। श्री माता पिता चरण कमलेभ्यो नमः। श्री पंचपाल देवताभ्यो नमः। श्री 10 दिक्पाल देवताभ्यो नमः। श्री आदिशक्ति दुर्गा माताये नमः। श्री अरुंधति देवीभ्यो नमः। श्री भद्रकाली देवीभ्यो नमः। श्री संतोषिनी देवीभ्यो नमः। श्री रुद्राणी देवीभ्यो नमः। श्री ब्रह्माणी देवीभ्यो नमः। श्री परमेश्वरी देवीभ्यो नमः। श्री अंबिके देवीभ्यो नमः। श्री चंडिके देवीभ्यो नमः। ओम ऐं सरस्वती माताये नमः। श्री रामचंद्र भगवानभ्यो नमः। श्री कृष्ण भगवानभ्यो नमः। श्री हनुमते देवताभ्यो नमः। We all join together as we chant Brahm Gayatri Mantra. Om Bhurabhuvasvah Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhurabhuvasvah Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhurabhuvasvah Tatsaviturvarenyam Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugam Urvarukam Vandanam Mrityor Mukhyamamritat Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivadhanam Urvarukam Vandanam Mrityor Mukhyamamritat Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivadhanam Urvarukam Vandanam Mrityor Mukhyamamritat Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We now chant the 12 names of Lord Ganesh 9 times each. Om Vakratundaya Namaha. 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 Om Ekadantaya 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 Namaha. Om Krishna Pingakshaya 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 Namaha. Om Krishna Pingakshay Namaha. Om Krishna Pingakshay Namaha. Om Krishna Pingakshay Namaha. Om Krishna Pingakshay Namaha. Om Gajavaktraय 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 Namaha. Om Lambodaram 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 Namaha. Om Vikatmevaya 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 Namaha. Om Vignarajendraya 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 Namaha. Om Dhumravaranam 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 Namaha. Om Bhalachandram 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 Namaha. Om Vinayakam 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 Namaha. Om Ganapati 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 Namaha. Om Gajananam 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 Namaha. Swaha. Shri Sarva Devata Devyo Bhyo Namaha. Swaha. Shri Sarva Devata Devyo Bhyo Namaha. Swaha. Shri Sarva Devata Devyo Bhyo Namaha. Swaha. We prepare for final offering. For those of us who are here at the mandir, we can all stand, please, and take part in the final offering. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Puranat Puranam Udachyate Puranasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Sarvam Vai Purnagvam Swaha. Boliye Shri Gajanan Swami Ke Jai. Pass the water around the fire. Om Sarva Papaharam Devam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Chamaya Dattam Grihana Parameshwaram. Shri Agni Devta Achmanyam Samarpayami. Boliye Shri Satya Sanatan Dharma Ke Jai. Asan lijiye, please have your seats. This evening, devotees, being the 8th session of our Ganesh Utsav celebration, we have 2 more reading sessions, and then 1 small session on Friday morning where we'll do small worship to Lord Ganesha in preparation for leaving to go towards the lake for the submersion. Now, in chanting the names of Lord Ganesha each and every night, we've had devotees who have come out each and every session of our Yagna. And in chanting these 12 names, those who are joining online as well and chanting these names, after 10 sessions, chanting 108 times, how many chanting did we do? Who's quick with maths? 1,080. See how easy that was? You see how easy that was? But if somebody tells us, you have to chant this mantra 1,000 times, what happens in our mind? See, so much. So many times I have to chant it. But look how easy it becomes. We have something big that we need to accomplish, devotees. We do not need to look at how big is the mountain. How big is the task ahead of us? But we take it one step at a time. One step at a time. No matter how complicated a math problem might be, if you take it one step at a time, you break it down to the component steps, then it becomes very simple. But if we think, oh my God, is this going to take 4 pages to solve this? Then instantly we put a block. We put a block in our minds against, our accomplishment, what we need to accomplish. Today being Tuesday, devotees, we haven't had the time to offer praises to Pawan Putra Hanumanji during this Yagya. So for a few moments, let us join as we offer this humble prarthana, this bhajan at the feet of Lord Hanuman. That one who is Mangal Murti, that one who is a representation of all things that are auspicious, all things that are good. That one who is Ram Dulare, that one who is the favorite of Prabhu Shri Ram. An para ab tere dware. That, O Lord, today we have come to your door. We have come to your door. We ask you, Lord, Hey Bajrang Bali Hanuman, O Hanumanji, you're very strong, you're very brave. Hey Mahavir, Karo Kalyan. We ask you, O Mahavir, to bestow your blessings upon us. Mangal Murati Ram Dulare आन परा अब तेरे द्वारे हे बजरंग बली हनुमान हे महावीर करो कल्याण हे महावीर करो कल्याण मंगल मूर्ति राम दुलारे आन परा अब तेरे द्वारे हे बजरंग बली हनुमान
हे महावीर करो कल्याण हे महावीर करो कल्याण.
Can we envision Pawan Putra Hanumanji devotees? We are seated before him. Hanumanji is smiling and blessing each and every one of us, removing our difficulties. He's called Sankata Mochan, that one who is the remover of difficulties. Hanumanji, we ask you to bestow your blessings upon us. तीनों लोक तेरा उजियारा दुखियों का तूने काज सवारा तीनों लोक तेरा उजियारा हे जगवंदन केशरी नंदन हे जगवंदन केशरी नंदन कष्ट हरो हे कृपा निधान कष्ट हरो हे मंगल मूर्ति राम दुलारे आन परा अब हे बजरंग बली हनुमान हे महावीर करो कल्याण
हे महावीर करो
तेरे द्वारे जो भी आया खाली नहीं कोई लौटाया तेरे द्वारे जो भी आया दुर्गम काज बना बनहारे दुर्गम काज बना बनहारे मंगल में दे जो वरदान मंगल में दे जो वरदान मंगल मूर्ति राम दुलारे आन परा अब हे बलि हनुमान हे महावीर करो कल्याण
हे महावीर करो कल्याण.
तेरा सुमिरन हनुमत वीरा नाशय रोग हरे सब पीरा तेरा सुमेरन हनुमत वीरा
नाश रोग हरे सब पीरा
राम लखन सीता मन बसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया शरण परे का दे जय ध्यान शरण परे का दे जय ध्यान मंगल मूर्ति राम दुलारे आन पराब हे बजरंग बली हनुमान हे महावीर करो कल्याण हे महावीर करो कल्याण करो कल्याण करो कल्याण। बोलिए श्री पावन पुत्र हनुमान की जय। तेरा सुमिरन हनुमत वीरा। By remembering you, O Pawan Putra Hanuman ji, by remembering you, Nashay Rog Hare Sab Pira. All sicknesses are destroyed. All pains are removed. Do you believe that? Yes. By chanting the name of Pawan Putra, what ails us in life? Whether it be physical, mental, spiritual. Spiritual sickness it have too, you know. We know this? Spiritual sickness it have. Where we trying to live a spiritual life, but something holding us back. Something pulling us back. As spiritual sickness devotees. The energy is not right. Spiritual energy is not right. Hanumanji helps us in each and every aspect of illnesses and pains. What causes us pain in this world? Plenty things, right? Plenty things cause us pain in this world. Do we understand? Most of the pain is self-inflicted. Most of the pains that we experience is self-inflicted pains. When we think of the three types of suffering that a person or an individual will undergo, adhi-daivik, adhi-bhautik, adhi-atmik. Adhi-daivik means suffering caused by the activities of others, whether consciously or unconsciously, it affects us in some way. Adhi-bhautik, sufferings caused by forces of nature, which we cannot control. Earthquakes, tornadoes, hurricanes, etc. And adhyatmic suffering caused by ourselves. This is the main one. This is the main one. And I explained this before, that when we bow, why we bow 3 times? You're asking Bhagwan, please help me in these 3 aspects of suffering. These 3 ways of suffering. When we take our arti, we take how many times? 3 times, right? Not 1, right? Why not 1? When we take 1 blessing, we say, Bhagwan, only help me with 1 kind of suffering. So we don't shortchange ourselves. We say Om, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti 3 times. Why again? We say Shanti 3 times. We need that peace in these 3 aspects of suffering. It is important, devotees. A lot of the pains that we experience in our life is because of our own self. What we are doing to our own self. We pray unto Gajanana Swami. He is that one who protects our minds. How protected are our minds on a daily basis? How protected are our minds? If we light a diya, we light a tea light, a lamp, and that is open flame. It's an open flame. What happens? Any side the breeze blow, what will happen to that flame? What will happen to it? It will blow this side, that side, whichever direction the wind is blowing, isn't it? What happens if we put a shade around it? Doesn't matter which direction the wind blows, the lamp is protected, the light is protected. In this way, devotees, when certain emotions, feelings come up in our mind, and our mind goes this side, and then a different feeling comes, mind go this side. Then something else comes up, mind go the other side. And we seemingly have no control over this. How does the mind go? How does the mind work? We seemingly have no control over it. If we engage the protection of Lord Ganesh, we engage that protection of Lord Ganesh, devotees, then he protects our minds against all of this chaos, all of this confusion, not knowing which direction to go at any given point in time. Lord Ganesh helps us, devotees. Yesterday morning, we dealt with that part where the two sons of Lord Shiva, they paid obeisance to all the devatas, the devis who were there, all of the rishis, the munis, and of course Mahavishnu, Bhagavan. And they performed what is called pradakshina. They went around them. And devotees, what happened? Let us hear in this chopai. Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh Deva. Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh,
Jai Ganesh Deva.
Mata Jake Parvati, Pita Mahadeva.
Mata Jaki Parvati, Pita Mahadeva.
Balak dekhi surna सुख पावा, बालक देखी सुरना सुख पावा। हरि आशीष दे निकट बुलावा। बोलो जय गणेश, जय गणेश, जय गणेश देवा। जय गणेश, जय गणेश,
जय गणेश देवा।
माता जाके पार्वती,
पिता महादेवा।
हरि के कर मोदक यकरा। दो बालक सो प्रभु हंस कहा। बोलो जय गणेश, जय गणेश, जय गणेश देवा। जय गणेश, जय गणेश,
जय गणेश देवा।
माता जाके पार्वती, पिता महादेवा। माता जाके पार्वती, पिता महादेवा। बालक देखी सुरना सुख पावा। Devotees, by seeing these two divine children, all the devatas, the devis, they became very, very happy. They became very, very happy. When we come into the mandir, devotees, And many of you would have experienced this. I experience this almost every time I come to the mandir. In the last little while, I've been very, very busy, and coming into the mandir, start puja early, and we have fairly long sessions, right? 3.5, sometimes 4 hours, depending, right? And it's physically demanding to sit and chant mantras. It's not, people think it's simple. It's not simple to sit and chant mantras. It requires a lot of energy. You have to put out a lot of energy to chant mantras. So, what happens? Your body starts to get tired. It starts to get run down. But what happens, devotees? When I walk into the mandir, immediately I don't feel tired anymore. When I leave the mandir, then start to feel tired again. So when you come into the mandir, you plug into that energy source. You plug into that positive energy that resides in here. And then all of a sudden, everything goes away. When you leave the mandir now, that energy remains here. Positive energy remains here. So then we become vulnerable again. So when they saw these two children, these two divine children, a great happiness arose in their mind, devotees. Hari Ashish Dai Nikata Bulawa. And then Lord Vishnu called them very close. He called them very close to him, and he blessed them. He blessed them, devotees. Hari ke kar modak ek raha. Devotees, Lord Vishnu had what is called a modak. Right? So not laddu, Laddu is different from modak. So he had a modak in his hand. What does a modak represent? Modak is something that people enjoy to eat. They enjoy very much to eat the modak. But what does the modak represent, devotees? Lord Ganesha holds the modak or the laddu in his hand. And he holds it out like this. What does this represent to us? It represents fulfillment of desires. Fulfillment of desires. In that prarthana that we chant at the end of every session, we say, Purna karo mere man ke kaam Baba. We say unto the Lord, Purna karo, that make complete, mere man ke kaam, all the desires of my mind. How much desires we have? Plenty. Right? Divya? How much desires we have? Right? Think about it on a daily basis. How many things we look forward to, how many things we want, how many things we aspire to have. Right? And then, devotees, think about what happens when that desire that we have is not fulfilled. What happens? What happens? Disappointment, anger sometimes. Right? Why? Why am I not getting what I'm supposed to get? Or what I want? Why am I not getting it? Bhagavad Gita, Shri Krishna told Arjuna, when he asked the question, why does a person, even if they don't want to do something wrong, they know in their mind that, doing this is a wrong thing, but they seem driven to it. What the Lord said, Kam Esha, Krodha Esha. Kam Esha, true desire, the power of desire. Devotee is very, very strong. The power of desire for material things, especially, is very, very strong in our lives. And if we don't learn how to control that power of desire, it will consume us. So Lord Ganesha holding that modak, it represents fulfillment of all desires. That when we are blessed by Him, He blesses us by helping us to control that constant cycle of desires. That constant influx coming in all the time of desires in our lives. So, Lord Vishnu was holding this modak. He was holding this modak, of course, two children seeing something nice and sweet to eat. They both looking at it, right? So if Divya and Devesh see the father bring something nice to eat, both of them looking at it, who wants it? Who wants it more? Who wants it more? So Lord Vishnu see both of them looking at the modak. And do balak so prabhu hasi kaha. That Lord Vishnu smiled. He smiled. He knew what was going on in their head. So he smiled at them and he started to say, what did he say? Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh Deva, Mata Jake Parvati, Pita Mahadeva. Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh Deva.
माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा
जो सुत तीनी लोक फिर आवे, आवे वेगी सो मोदक पावे. जय गणेश, जय गणेश, जय गणेश देवा.
माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा
शरजन मातुर तहि शिर नावा, शरीरत वेग वायु समधावा. जय गणेश, जय गणेश, जय गणेश देवा. माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा. जय गणेश, जय गणेश, जय गणेश देवा. माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा. माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा. माता जाके पार्वती.
पिता महादेवा
Lord Vishnu looked at the two children and he smiled at them. He said, Jo sutatini loka fir aave. That whoever will go around the three lokas, the three worlds, meaning Mrityulok, Svargalok, Patal. These three loks, these three worlds then. And they will come back. He says, Ave vegi so modak pave. He says, when you come back, whoever come back first will get the modak. Whoever come back first will get the modak. So what the modak represents again? Fulfillment of desires. So this is, a very worthy prize. Worthy prize. So Lord Vishnu is putting a little test on them. He's putting a little test on them. Whoever will go on around the three worlds first and come back will get the modak. So what happened? Sharajanama turatahi shiranawa. Kartikeya immediately he bowed his head and he got on his vehicle. What is his vehicle? What is? A peacock, right? So Kartikeya's vehicle is a peacock. So he bowed his head to Lord Vishnu and he jumped on his vahan. He jumped on his vehicle and charirata vega vayu samadhava. He said that he took off at the speed of wind. Very, very fast. He took off. And devotees, what happened after this we'll hear tomorrow. Right? Don't blame me, easy time. Right? It's 5 to 9. I can't go again. Yes? There we go. So we will hear this tomorrow. The love for Lord Ganesh, bringing devotees to the mandir, that magnetism of Lord Ganesh is bringing devotees to the mandir. And I know devotees are making a wonderful sacrifice. A wonderful, wonderful sacrifice. And for this sacrifice, devotees, definitely that benefits and blessings will be there for each and every one of you who are making these wonderful sacrifice. So at this time, we will engage in our final arti. After this, we will do our closing pratana and close off our session. So may we all stand, devotees. Those who are performing arti at home, please go to your altar. Om Sajang Chavarti Sanyuktam Vahanina Yojitam Maya Deepam Grihan Devesh Trailokyam Timirapam Jai Jai Arati Sab Mil Gave Stuti Kare Shri Ganapati ki Jai Jai Arati Sab mil gaave Stuti kare Shri Ganapati ki Mangal Arati Sab mil gaave Vigna Haran Shri Ganapati ki मंगल आरती सब मिल गावे विघ्न हरन श्री गणपति के जय जय आरती सब मिल गावे स्तुति करे श्री गणपति एकदंत गज बदन विनायक त्रिनयन रूप सेध सुखदायक एकदंत गज बदन विनायक त्रिनयन रूप सेध देवक सारे शीश झुकावे देवक सारे स्तुति करे श्री गणपति के जय जय आरती सब मिल गावे स्तुति करे श्री गणपति के
जय आरती सब मिल गावे स्तुति करे
दीप दे फूल की माला भोग सजायो खाला धूप दीप दे फूल की माला चरण कमल नैवेद्य चढ़ावे चरण कमल नैवेद्य चढ़ावे स्तुति करे गणपति के रिधि सिधि चवर डोलावे चारों वेद करे गुण गावे रिधि सिधि चवर डोलावे ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश मनावे ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश मनावे स्तुति करे श्री गणपति की। जय जय आरती सब मिल गावे, स्तुति करे श्री गणपति की।
जय जय आरती सब मिल गावे, स्तुति करे श्री गणपति की।
मंगल आरती सब मिल गावे, विघ्न हरण श्री गणपति की। मंगल आरती सब मिल गावे, स्तुति करे श्री गणपति की। स्तुति करे श्री गणपति की। बोलिए श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय। So at this time, devotees, those who have flowers, please take a flower in your hand. We all clasp our hands, we close our eyes, we bow heads. Once more, focusing our minds upon Shri Ganesh Ji, asking that Lord today to shower us with His choicest grace and blessings. Most importantly, devotees, we'd like to have our minds protected, to have our minds go in the right direction, in the direction that will lead us to a sense of peace, to a sense of contentment, to a sense of happiness in our lives. Only through the grace and blessings of Lord Ganesha can this happen. It is said in Shri Ganesha Chalisa, Binu tab kripa na kahu kalyana, that without your kripa, O Lord, without your grace and blessings, there is no kalyan, there is no well-being in our lives. We engage that blessing of Lord Ganesha. We all pray together as very humble children of His as we chant unto Him. Om mantrahinam kriyahinam bhaktihinam janardanam yat pujitam maya deva paripuranam tadastu me. Om vahanam na janami visarjanam pujam chaiva na janami kshamyatam parameshwaram. Tvameva mata shapita tvameva Tvameva bandho shasaka tvameva. Tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva. Tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. Om asatoma sadgamaya tamsoma Jyotirgamaya mrityurma amritam gamaya. He Sarva Shaktiman Sachidanand Nirakar Nirvikar Sarvadhar Sarveshwar Sarva Vyapak Antaryami Ajar Amar Nitya Pavitra Shrishti Karta ko बारंबार नमस्कार है। हे परमात्मा भाविष्य वर्तमान दुखियों का कष्ट हरण करके सुबुद्धि को प्रकाश कर जिससे सबका मंगल होए। ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम। We join our voices once more as we chant on to Lord Ganesh. Bhagavan 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 मुझे दर्श दिखाओ भगवान ओ मुझे
दर्श दिखाओ भगवान
हे श्री गणेश भगवान
श्री गणेश भगवान
मुझे दर्श दिखाओ भगवान ओ मुझे दर्श दिखाओ तुम जानत सब अंतर्यामी तुम जानत सब दीजो मेरे प्रभु अमृत वाणी दीजो मेरे प्रभु अमृत वाणी तुम हो मेरे आत्मराम बाबा तुम हो मेरे आत्मराम बाबा पूर्ण करो मेरे मन के काम बाबा पूर्ण करो मेरे मन के काम बाबा दर्श दिखाओ भगवान ओ मुझे हे श्री गणेश भगवान हे श्री गणेश मुझे दर्श दिखाओ भगवान ओ मुझे दर्श दिखाओ भगवान ओ मुझे दर्श दिखाओ भगवान everyone together हे श्री गणेश Bhagavan. Without the mics, we do. He Shri Ganesha. Can Lord Ganesh hear us, devotees? He Shri Ganesha. मुझे ओ मुझे बोलिए श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय बोलिए श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय बोलिए श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय 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 सीताराम प्रेम से आसन लीजिए प्लीज हैव योर सीट्स See what you all did and their devotees. It's called Ati Sundar. Very, very beautiful to hear all the voices calling out to Lord Ganesh. You know, when we have the mic, sometimes we could hide behind the mic, right? And somebody's, on the mic, we can hide behind the mic, so nobody won't hear if we can sing. I said, no mics. I want to hear all of you. All of you reach out to Lord Ganesh and gain his blessing, gain his darshan. This is very important, very important. And you all have been doing this. We have seen so many wonderful experiences during this time with Lord Ganesh. So 2 more reading sessions remain. And Friday morning, we have confirmation. We just don't have the paper in our hands yet, but I've been given the okay to say that we are going to do our submersion at Port Union. So most people know exactly where that is, but for those who don't know, I'll be posting some directions on our Facebook page, and I'll say it, over the next 2 nights on our live, the route that we normally take from here to go down there. Of course, it will be early in the morning, but it also is a Friday, so, it will have some level of traffic on the roads. So we want to make sure that we get down to the park at least 7:30 for the latest. For the latest, we want to be there 7:30 because we have about a 10-minute walk to get to the spot where we normally have our little puja, our little final havan, and where everybody gets to, take their final prostrations to Lord Ganesh before submersion. And we want to make sure we put him into the water before 9 o'clock, right? So it's an early morning, but again, whatever Lord Ganesh wants is what we will do. So if he wants us to come 4 o'clock in the morning, we'll come 4 in the morning. He wants us to come at 6, we'll come at 6. Whatever time he wants us to come, we will come, and we'll do his bidding, make sure that he's happy and he's pleased with what we are doing. So again, I'll be posting the directions, and for those who are joining virtually and you have your little Lord Ganesh Murti at home and you have to do submersion, I did do a post today on Facebook how you can do it at your home, right? It has all the steps that you can take to do the submersion. If you want to bring your Murti together with us at the lake, you can bring it at the lake. If you want to do it, separately, however you want to do, that's up to you, right? But very importantly, we try to do that submersion before 9 a.m. on Friday, right? Because I explained this yesterday, about the Chaturdashi Purnima, right? How it falls on that one day, Chaturdashi and Purnima falls on that one day, and the Chaturdashi finishes just around 9 a.m. And Chaturdashi is the one that is earmarked for Ganeshji Visarjan. So we want to make sure that we do in the right time. So devotees, may God bless each and every one of you until tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. Jai Jai Sitaram.